Game of Thrones Season 8 will begin filming in less than a week. Now, since that is upon us and we've been anxiously waiting for this since Season 7 ended for the first glimpse or any kind of hope or news about Game of Thrones Season 8, now the cast members are piling up in Belfast. Let's discuss what this means and who exactly has been seen. I'm actually having a giveaway right now as a way of saying thank you to all of my wonderful subscribers who have stuck with me throughout this long night. All you have to do to enter this contest is like this video, leave a comment down below, and then click the gleam.io link and follow those instructions to be entered into a chance to win these wonderful Game of Thrones Titan 3-inch twin pack Night King and White Walker exclusive from New York Comic-Con. Okay, so real quickly before we begin, I would like to take a little bit of time to mention my Patreon. Anyone who would like to show support to this channel, if you're interested, you can actually click the link right down below in the description, and that'll take you to my Patreon page where you can show some support. Okay, so this article has actually been brought to my attention by none other than Watchers on the Wall. There is a link down below right in the description that will take you straight to that article so you can check it out for yourself. Okay, so as, you know, filming for the official start of filming for Season 8, as it begins, you know, the cast is convening in Belfast for read-throughs and rehearsals. We keep hearing about, you know, the insane levels of security they're going through, and from what this article is telling me, it kind of seems like they're taking my advice a little bit. Now, I did a video a little less than a month ago where I was like, look, the security is getting ridiculous. You know, if it was me, if I was in charge of security for the Game of Thrones Season 8 filming set, I would hire a team of airsoft guys, like some snipers, basically to take out drones. And it sounds like they're going to be using birds of prey to take down the snooping drones. Now, this is a quote directly from the article. Belfast Live reports on the new concerns drones have brought to security companies, such as the one in charge of protecting the Paint Hall Studios, the show Game of Thrones headquarters in Belfast. Drones have become cheaper and better at such a rate now that almost anyone, for example, can fly by the Game of Thrones studio and take some revealing photos. That's why drones have been prohibited from flying over the Paint Hall since 2015. But as we all know, signs and this type of situation won't do shit, and people, you know, they're not really going to read those. Training eagles to take out drones. Now, Turkish police have, you know, they've already been doing this for a while, so it's not like something that Game of Thrones has innovated, but nonetheless, it is a possibility that they will be using eagles to take down drones that fly over the Game of Thrones Season 8 filming set. Next up is the news that the cast has been piling up in Northern Ireland. This just makes me so excited because it's official. Like, Game of Thrones Season 8 is going to be underway. You know, we do have a while until we get Game of Thrones Season 8, but this just makes the wait a little bit easier. You know, along with people like me and many other Game of Thrones YouTubers that make videos to keep you all entertained throughout this long night, you also have, you know, these spoilers that come in from once Season 8 begins filming. And these are almost like little snacks and little morsels of Game of Thrones content, you know, to help us get through. If we have a little bit of news each day, it'll make that wait all the less. You know, I did get a little bit concerned when I'm reading the news that they're going to be using anti-drone eagles to take out, you know, what little spoilers we could be getting. But not to worry. There's always a way around that. I'm sure there's going to be someone in a bush or on a grassy knoll, somewhere, you know, just chilling with a giant lens that will be capturing it. So the spoilers may be a little bit more sparse, but I'm pretty sure we are going to get, you know, pretty much like we did last year. I honestly think that certain spoilers, they leak on purpose just to get us talking about the show. They have to keep the hype of the show built somehow, and they know that people like me, we build the hype for the fan base. And if they didn't give us something, then, you know, it's kind of like the hype may die. Okay, so apparently the actors who have been spotted piling up, getting ready. You know, they basically are all catching flights to Belfast. But so far, we've gotten pictures of Kit Harington, Emilia Clarke, John Bradley, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, Maisie Williams, Sophie Turner, Christopher Hiviju, Ian Glenn, Isaac Hempstead-Wright, Jacob Anderson, Ben Crompton, that's Dolores Ed, and it looks like there may be a picture of Euron and Jaime Lannister. Now, it does look like this image of Euron and Jaime isn't going to mean anything too special. We know that Jaime's headed north. We know that Euron is headed east to Essos. So what this could just be is them all arriving together. Now, it is interesting the fact that these two are seen together, because we do know that that means if they're showing up, they may be filming the same scene, so that means Jaime may have gone back to parlay with Cersei. Now, when they film Season 8, it's more of like kind of like a movie. They don't film it exactly from beginning to end. I think they usually start off with filming it backwards. Like, they'll film a few scenes towards the ending so the actors know where their characters' journeys will end up. So they know, you know, like, where they're going to be in this certain scene. So they know earlier on how to act because it will make sense. Yeah, that's just the way they film it. So if that's the case, you know, this could be a scene maybe in episode 3 or maybe even episode 2 where Jaime has to go back and basically try to talk some sense into Cersei, like, hey, you're stupid, this is real, you know, if you don't want to help, that's fine, but don't ruin this for us. Like, keep your shit down here, don't bring that shit up north. Like, if you want to ruin the last chance of survival mankind has, why don't you wait until we, like, you know, take care of the long night? I kind of just went off on a tangent there, but honestly, if Cersei tries to screw shit up for our northern companions, for Jon Snow and Daenerys and company, for the rightful heirs to the Iron Throne, let's just say I hope she doesn't. Now, there was also a shot of my wife, Emilia Clarke, Kit Harington, and John Bradley. So that's Sam, Daenerys, and Jon Snow. These three, we all know, will be filming scenes together. So the fact that they're, you know, they're all friend up and they're all walking through the streets of Belfast is awesome. You know, it's kind of like nothing too spoilers revealed with having the three of them together. We all know that Samwell is in Winterfell and Jon and Daenerys are headed to Winterfell. So I think early on, Jon and Dany will be getting into Winterfell. Probably the first shot will be them showing up. Now, I know there's some people that are saying they could run into a little bit of complications. Like, wouldn't it be insane if Jon and Dany show up as Winterfell's being attacked and, like, they basically have to Deus Ex Machina, bring the dragons in to save everyone? I don't think the Night King is going to be moving that quickly, but you all let me know down below, how fast do you think the Night King will be arriving at Winterfell in Game of Thrones Season 8? Next up, we have a shot of Maisie Williams and Sophie Turner, none other than Arya Stark and Sansa Stark, which, again, this is not a surprise that they're seen together. We know that they're in Winterfell, and last we saw them, they were talking about how they all need to stick together because the lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. Now, you know, I didn't really get a little bit of, like, the plotting last season. Like, I feel like that plot kind of got screwed up a little bit. It got, like, tossed into the machine and kind of washed itself out. It kind of led up to nowhere. Like, we had Littlefinger, who's this master manipulator, and he's said to be one step ahead, maybe even 3 steps ahead of certain characters in this TV show, and then the way he goes out is straight bitch mode. I will say that I didn't see it coming. You know, like, it's obvious when you watch the after the show when they talk about how, yeah, they had planned the whole thing or planned most of it. You know, I just didn't see it that way. I felt like they might have gone a certain way, but then they switched up. I don't know. That was one of my biggest issues with Season 7 was the Arya and Sansa plot at Winterfell. I felt like they pushed it on a little bit too hard. Like, if they were planning that the whole time, then I guess they didn't know when Littlefinger was watching. But that's, like, my biggest issue. So hopefully we don't have any more of that inner turmoil between the Starks next season, because we know that their focus needs to be on basically saving Westeros. You know, the Night King is coming to them first, so they need to set aside their petty little family squabbles. And I know they did that. I'm just saying it was like, it was a jumbled mess. Let me know what you guys think about the Arya and Sansa plot from Season 7 down below in that comment section. Me, personally, I kind of think it was a bit cloudy, and I felt like if they had, you know, flushed it out, if they had filmed certain scenes different ways, it may have turned out a little bit better. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think down below. Alright, so that's actually going to be reaching the end of this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you could please slap a like on this video, go ahead and subscribe, and then make sure you have your notifications turned on so that way you get alerted every single time I drop Game of Thrones content throughout this off-season. As a special thank you to you all, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway, not for 30,000 subscribers, but for the next week. So next Monday, I will be doing a live stream in which I will give away this brand new Game of Thrones Titan 3-inch figurine from the HBO official website. Now, this thing is officially called Game of Thrones Titan 3-inch Twin Pack Night King and White Walker combo, exclusively from the New York Comic-Con. Now, I will be ordering this from HBO, and I will be entering anyone who leaves a comment down below, subscribes to me here on YouTube, and goes and retweets this status on Twitter. I will be entering into you. No, I won't be doing that, but I'll be entering you into a competition in order so that you can hopefully win this twin pack of the Night King and his White Walker companion. Once again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Super special thank you to my Patreons. If any of you watching would like to become a patron, you can click the link right up here or check the link down below in the description. My name's Mark, and this has been Sir Hunt's Reviews.
Winter has come, and the dead come with it. Jon Snow is not my Lord Commander. Sansa, why did you have Arya cut my throat? Just remember, fight everyone, every battle everywhere, always.